Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and this is part 2 of our Epiphone EB-0, SG1, whatever it's called, mod series. And we have quite the pickup swap for you. Let's do this. This is the Epiphone EB-0 SG1, whatever you want to call it. It's been around for decades, and it is basically the entry-level Epiphone model. It is a short scale with a 30 or 30.5 inch scale length, and it is neck-divey, muddy sounding, and stock it came with the 3-point bridge, which we have already replaced with the Hipshot unit. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check out part 1 of our mod series, linked in the description below. But today we are going to be addressing the pickup, and this is a budget option. We are going to be replacing the stock Mudbucker, which is more mud and less bucker, with a 1.6 or 1.8K output. This thing is relatively low output and just very weak sounding overall. In its place, we will be installing the Artek 30K Alnico Mudbucker. I've heard a lot of good things about this pickup, and I'm very excited to see what it sounds like as a budget option for a pickup replacement for these EB-0s. These things are around, I think, $30 or $40, and you can find them on eBay as well as Reverb. Just search Artek Mudbucker, and you should have options for the ceramic as well as the Alnico versions of this pickup. And in addition to that new pickup, we'll also be installing the DiMarzio 500K push-pull pot to allow us to have series and parallel options, and we're going to be checking out both. We will also be doing a video installing the DiMarzio Model 1, as well as a comparison between the two pickups, as well as the stock one. Be sure to keep an eye out for that. But now let's go ahead and play the Epiphone EB-0 with the stock pickup, lay down our basslines, and get to the modding. You all know what you need to do. Go ahead and push that like button so my hand will turn back to normal. Thanks. Let's go ahead and install this pickup and the new pot. To the workbench. Okay, I'm here at our workbench, and we have our Artek 30K Alnico pickup here. That's going to go in place of the stock ceramic Mudbucker or whatever this is. But before we remove the strings, I'm actually going to flip the bass over, open the control cavity, and disconnect the pickup from the pot here. Okay, and here's the inside of the Epiphone EB-0 control cavity. Absolutely no shielding or shielding paint whatsoever. I don't think we're really going to do that today, so we're just going to be swapping out this volume pot as well as the pickup. So first things first, here is our pickup wire right here, this black one. This is a 2-conductor pickup, meaning we just have a ground and a hot wire here. We're just going to go ahead and snip it, because we're not going to be using the volume pot either. Let's snip that. Snip this gray one as well, and the blue wire. Okay, with everything disconnected, we're going to flip the bass over once more, and we're going to remove the strings, remove the pickup, and then remove the volume pot. For those of you wondering, this is what the stock insides of a Epiphone EB-0 pickup looks like. Neato. You can see the ceramic magnets here. Sidewinder design. Neat. Into the pile you go. Now we're going to install the new pickup here. Now with our new pickup installed, let's go ahead and remove our volume pot. These knobs just pull right off. Now we can flip the bass over once again. Snip our bridge ground wire and remove the volume entirely. Here is what we're going to be installing. This is the DiMarzio 500K push-pull control, allowing us to do a series parallel configuration for this pickup. This is a bit wider than the stock volume pot, so we are going to have to actually drill out this hole a little bit. So let's flip over the base once more. We're going to utilize some painter's tape, covering the hole and making sure that we don't like crack the paint or chip it or anything. So let's apply that now. With our new hole drilled, we'll just make sure that the pot fits. The pot fits. We are good to go to install this and get this base put together. So we are going to bend this tab back a little bit and not use one of the threaded nuts here. And instead we're just going to use one of these locking washers. So we're going to pop that on. Pop that on the base. Just make sure that we have enough clearance. Now we're not going to install this just yet. First we're going to wire up our pickup. Okay, so we're going to follow the provided diagram. I'm going to have a picture linked in the video description, and we're going to wire this pot up for a series parallel configuration. Let's get started. Okay, I believe we successfully wired up the pot. Let's go ahead and install it and then put everything back together. Okay, the base has been restrung. We have our new pickup installed as well as our push-pull control. Let's head back to the wall and see how this bass sounds. And we are back. We have successfully installed the Artek 30K Alnico Mudbucker into our Epiphone EB-0. And I've already just done some initial testing and wow, what a difference, especially in terms of output. The old pickup was definitely a bit weak and anemic. This one is fat. Let me show you. So that was series. With the pickup in parallel, you definitely get a different voice and a little less output. Let me show you back to back. That was series, here's parallel. But now let's go ahead and have our back-to-back comparison with the stock pickup. And we'll have this pickup in both series and parallel. Now let's take the tone down all the way. I don't think my amp knows what to do with that much low end. I mean, this is a 50-watt orange practice amp, and I use it in all my videos. I think it really captures most of the bass's character really well, especially for those of us who are hobbyists and not necessarily playing through a big rig. But yeah, that is a lot of low end out of this pickup with the tone all the way down and the pickup in series. Let's check out parallel now. Very nice tone. Definitely an improvement from stock. You still have the muddiness that you would get from a Mudbucker, but you definitely have a bit more clarity and definition overall. Let's take the tone down all the way now and see what that sounds like. Wow, I think this definitely sounds solid. Now let's take out our pick and do it all again. I'll have the pickup in series. Tone all the way down. Let's do it all again in parallel. And with the tone all the way down. Now let's go ahead and put the pick away, go back to series, turn our tone up, and give the bass a slap. Take the tone down. And lastly, parallel. And finally, with the tone all the way down. So here are my final thoughts on the Epiphone EB-0 with the Artek 30K Alnico pickup upgrade. For 40 bucks, 30 to 40 bucks, I'd say this is a solid upgrade and improves the character of this Epiphone EB-0 dramatically. The sad tone of the original one that just kind of like, is much improved, and in series, I mean, this thing will blow the doors off of your house. And in parallel, you definitely get some added definition and clarity that the stock pickup did not have. And I'd say mostly resembles the stock characteristic, where series is just like, pow! Now again, for 40 bucks, this is definitely a budget upgrade for a budget bass. But what if we were to take things a bit further? This is the DiMarzio Model 1. I believe these cost around $100 or $110, and this is one of the higher end pickup options that you have for the Epiphone EB-0, Gibson EB-0, and other basses with the Gibson Mudbucker. And this will be featured in our next episode of the Epiphone EB-0 mod series. And after that, we'll definitely have a back-to-back comparison so you can hear the difference between the two modded pickups and not just the stock pickup. Keep an eye out for those videos, and once they're out, they'll be linked in the description below. But I hope you enjoyed this pickup upgrade as much as I did. Let me know what you think about the Artek 30K Alnico Mudbucker down in the comments below. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, join our Discord channel, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Epiphone EB-0, now modified with the Artek 30K Alnico Mudbucker. And as always, until we groove again,